Chapter 854. Trump prayed to God, hoping that Elaine would never come back again. She had tormented him for more than 2 decades. He had accomplished the unthinkable because of this. It was time to set him free. If Elaine never came back, he was certain that he could be with Natalia again and resume their previous relationship. He even thought that Natalia's son was a quite nice person who was open-minded enough to accept him as his stepfather. As for Emma, she was a sensible and filial daughter. If her mother was indeed missing, she wouldn't object to him pursuing his true love. After all, he could not live alone for the rest of his life after Elaine disappeared. His only concern right now was whether Elaine would return. So he could only pray to God for his wish to come true. However, he didn't know that it was not up to God to decide on this, but his son-in-law, Alex. When Alex arrived at the entrance of Orem Grand, the hotel staff immediately marched forward and opened the door. He passed the key to the hotel staff who was in charge of the valet parking and said to Trump, Natalia, and Viley, Orem Grand is considered a luxury hotel in Oris Hill and they make the best local cuisines. I hope it meets your taste. Natalia hurriedly said, Oh, Alex, thank you very much. I'm not picky when it comes to food. Besides, after leaving Oris Hill for so many years, I long to taste the local dishes. Alex chuckled, We come to the right place then. Then, he turned to Viley and asked, Viley, I wonder how you feel about Japanese cuisine? Will you get used to it? Viley chuckled, Alex, don't forget that I'm also half Japanese, and to be honest, compared to those fast, good and Western food in the States, I prefer Asian food, especially Japanese food. Oh, by the way, my mom is a great cook. She is the best Japanese chef I've ever seen. Her cooking is very delicious and wholesome. Alex gasped in amazement, Wow, Auntie, not only are you so beautiful and elegant, but you're also a great cook. Natalia slapped her son's back gently and said, Don't listen to him, he is just bragging. Trump said with a sigh, When we were in college, you always said that you wanted to cook for me, but we couldn't because we lived on campus. It's been 20 years now, and I haven't tried your cooking yet. Natalia smiled gently and said earnestly, Well, I can cook for you if I have a chance, but I have to warn you first, my cooking is not as delicious as Viley said. Don't blame me if you are disappointed. Trump blinked excitedly and said, Really? When will you be available? Then, he continued anxiously, Well, you can cook at my house. What you want to do, just tell me, I'll get the ingredients ready in time. Then you guys can come to my house, you'll cook, I'll help you, and the kids eat. Natalia said a little awkwardly, Is it okay? Will Elaine want to see me? In yesterday's phone call, Trump only told her that he and Elaine had separated, but he didn't say the specific reason nor did he say that Elaine was missing. Therefore, Natalia assumed that they slept in separate rooms but still under the same roof, hence her reluctance. Firstly, she didn't want to see her. Secondly, Elaine was not a kind person, to begin with. Trump waved his hands frantically and said indifferently, Oh, don't you mind, she's not at home now, God knows when will she be back, I think she will not be home for a while. Then, he continued eagerly, In my opinion, no time like the present. We'll have our lunch here at Orem Grand, then you check into your room to rest. Come to my house this evening, we'll cook and have dinner together. I can introduce my daughter to you.